Alabama, police were shocked to find the bodies of 5 men who'd been brutally tortured.
Phoenix had 370 kidnappings last year.
Our local police are outgunned and do not have the financial resources to match the cartel's unlimited budget.
Drug-related murders move north, covered by American media. But the real story of Mexico's drug war is being told mostly in Spanish. Next on Global Pulse. How these broadcasters are covering the narco crisis in Mexico. The war between Mexico's powerful drug cartels is rooted in almost 5 years of violence and corruption. Spain's TVE has reported on the cartel's mounting ruthlessness like this.
Mexico has once again become the site of a mass murder. 17 bodies have appeared in the northern city of Tijuana. 12 of the bodies were discovered gagged with their hands tied and sustained gunshot wounds to the head. They were in the middle of a construction site located next to a school.
It was 11 o'clock at night in Morelia, the capital of Michoacán. Everyone waited for fireworks to begin after shouting Viva Mexico. El Grito, the celebration of Mexican Independence Day, turned into a nightmare when 2 grenades exploded, leaving 8 dead and 100 injured. No one has claimed the attack, but it is believed to be the first attack by drug cartels on the public.
Images of the dead and wounded began to dominate Spanish-language media as cartel fighting spiraled out of the government's control. The numbers are staggering. 1,000 people killed in just the first 2 months of 2009, 6,300 in 2008, and more than 2,500 in 2007, Mexico's Attorney General told the Associated Press. Al Jazeera English showed how far the cartels will go to move their product.
Mexico's Navy has captured a mini-submarine loaded with drugs off the country's southern coast. But there's been a surge in drug violence, and some Mexicans are asking if the war on drugs can ever be won.
A report by the geopolitical risk analysis group Stratfor traced the flow of drugs from Colombia, Argentina, Peru, Bolivia, and Venezuela through Mexico to the U.S. Mexico's Noticias explored whether Mexico was gaining ground against the power and influence of the cartels.
Mexico is showing signs of weakness in the fight against drug cartels, according to the first report released by the Political Observatory for Latin America and the Caribbean. The report reveals that owing to the capacity of the drug cartels to reorganize and infiltrate institutions, the Mexican government is at a huge disadvantage for winning this war. According to this analysis, Mexico faces challenges similar to those faced by Colombia, such as military deserters who've joined the ranks of the professional hitmen and work in favor of the drug cartels. Despite the government capture of important drug trafficking kingpins in 2008, the ongoing infiltration of security institutions shows that the economic capacity of organized crime is the biggest challenge to overcome.
BBC News Online reports the government is answering that challenge by committing 40,000 army troops to win back control of towns lost to the cartels. Venezuela's TeleSur questions the motive behind the show of force.
In the beginning, the government said and admitted that it wanted to change the way people viewed the actions of the government. The government wanted to prove that it was, in fact, doing something to counter organized crime.
Galavision considered the link between drug violence and Mexico's struggling economy, as it reported on President Felipe Calderón's PR strategy.
I need a very strong public relations strategy to change the perception of Mexico in some circles in US and Europe. The bad perception about crime in Mexico is damaging investing, and the lack of investing is damaging the performance of the economy. So we need to break that.
Once Noticias asked whether on Main Street, Mexico, the damage was already done.
The fear of dying in a gunfight of rival drug trafficking gangs accompanies civilians on a daily basis.
Even the media in the United States says that the people are scared and tourists don't want to come.
Revolution Avenue is void of tourists, and the red light district is nearly deserted. Tourism has fallen like never before. All of this is owed to the crime, killings, the economy of the United States. Nothing is working in our favor.
For Global Pulse, I'm Erin Coker.
This program is brought to you by Link TV for educational and non-commercial use only. Link TV is the only U.S. network dedicated to global and national news, uncompromising documentaries, and diverse cultural programs. Programs that connect you to the world.